Hello, good afternoon and welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Taken in part exchange, here we have a Mazda CX-3 Sport Nav Plus model, and this is automatic with safety pack. So, as I take you around the car, like all my videos, I always like to give a little bit of background on the car, you know, where it came from, ownership, etc. Now, we sold this car to a long-standing customer of ours in December 18. Okay, he previously had a CX3, I believe it was a white one, so he's very happy with the CX3 model, but now he needs something with a bit more extra space. So he was in, I think it was in November last year, only seems like yesterday, but it was only a couple of months, and we spoke about ordering a new CX5 because with all the supply issues with car production, thought we'd get an order nice and early, and the car actually turned up earlier than expected. So he's collected the car yesterday. He's always used us for servicing, and this is a really lovely example. Now, of course, you're probably saying, of course it is, but literally we have just given this car a quick clean. My valeter hasn't finished it, but I'm just trying to get all the videos and photographs done for the weekend. Now, to my amazement, this car doesn't even have a curbed alloy. Now, it's almost impossible, I would say, not to curb your alloy wheels. So I don't know how they've done this, but the wheels are unmarked. So that gives you an idea really of how this car has been treated. There's not any blemishes on the paintwork, well, not that I can see. The car's done about 17,000 miles, so I'm sure if you were to really scrutinise it, you could probably find something. But I think a car is entitled to the odd stone chip, but there really is nothing obvious at all. Now, I never normally leave roof racks on cars, but this car's coming with roof racks. The gentleman said, look, keep them. If I take them off, they'll sit in like a storeroom or my valeting bay. They'll get forgotten about and we'll end up throwing them away. So I thought I'd leave them on the car, and should the next owner want them, we can take them off and put them in the car and take the car without them on the roof, or take them off and sort of put them to one side, or leave them on the car. I thought we'd just give the next owner the option, because it's not something we factored into the price or anything, so it's a bit of a bonus. Okay, now CX3s aren't known for their huge boots, so perhaps a roof rack is a sensible thing. So you've got this boot here. Now, I would say this is my benchmark. If you had one child, small child, you'll probably be fine with this car, but two, you'll probably struggle. The boot could fit, I would say, a push chair in, but it would take up a lot of the room. You've got space for a spare wheel, but there is the BOSE speaker that would sit in the spare wheel if you had a spare wheel. That gives you your added quality to your sound system. Now, this being the Plus model, you've got front and rear parking sensors, as well as the parking camera. Okay, you've got the facelifted bits, the trims, the wheels, and a few bits inside which I will point out. So this car was last serviced in November, so it's pretty much ready to go. So let's go to the inside. Now, these cars are fitted with smart keyless entry, so no need to take the key out. Press this little button here, car unlocks itself, providing you've got the key on you, and you can enter the car. You've got auto folding wing mirrors, both stereo as mentioned earlier, electric windows all round, height adjustable seats on both sides. There are mats for this car, but my valet takes them out when he cleans them. He's not yet finished, so he hasn't put them in, hence the paper mat. You've got lane departure warning. If you were to veer out of a lane, it will warn you if you don't indicate, just to say, look, did you mean to do that? Traction control, you can turn the parking sensors off. You've got a tyre pressure monitoring system, which will notify you if your tyre pressures fall 4 psi or more. I think that's a great thing, because unless a tyre looked flat to me, or the car felt like it wasn't driving as it should, that's the only time I'll check tyre pressures. But 4 psi can affect, or will affect, your fuel consumption, your cornering, handling, braking, overall safety of the car. So nice little thing there, nice little safety feature there, and it'll light up just down there should you should the tyre pressures fall. Oh, let me turn that down. Right, so there's the mileage there, 17,862 miles. And let me share the service history with you. So we PDI'd it, that's the pre-delivery inspection when new, on the 4th of December 18 at 5 miles. Had its first service in November 19, 5,600, December 2020 at 10,802, and 16th of November at 16,692. So what's that? Under 1,000 miles ago. Okay. You have, what have we got here? So engine good, right? So that's 1, 2, 3 services. Okay, so it was MOT then as well. All right, now we will put a year's, we'll extend the Mazda warranty, so it's the Mazda ZZ Plus used car warranty, not to be confused with these sort of these warranties that you get that have got, you know, very small claim limits and all these clauses. It pretty much is a follow-on from the manufacturers. It's very good. It has roadside assistance, which is the comprehensive cover, pan-European. Anyone's covered that uses the car or is a passenger in the car, you know, and the claim limit is the vehicle, the value of the vehicle. So a very comprehensive warranty, but we still will put it in the workshop just for like a safety check before the next owner takes it. So run you through the specs: auto wipers, auto lights. They are LED. They're amazing. Cruise control, volume controls, info. You know, trip computer stuff. You can answer a call, decline a call here. 3-stage heated seats, heated steering wheel, climate control, CD, USBs for both reading data and charging. You've got a 6-speed traditional automatic box, and I mean traditional in it is seamless. It won't roll back on hills. However, it is 6-speed, which is not like the traditional ones that were only 3-speed. It's 6-speed, it changes really quickly. I really like these boxes. A lot of people phone us up and say, has your car got a proper automatic gearbox? Because there are a lot of variations of them these days. And some of them, as I say, people don't like the lurching, the funny way you operate it, and the rolling back on hills. So this doesn't do any of that. Nice and seamless gear changes, as an automatic should be. And you have a sport mode here as well. Here you have the Multimedia Commander, which shall operate this when the car is moving, but when the car is stationary, you can use this as a touch screen. I don't, because I don't like getting finger marks on the screen. So you've got applications, fuel economy monitor, vehicle status monitor. Yeah, pretty boring stuff. But you can have Apple CarPlay added to this, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and then you can mirror a lot of the apps from your phone on this screen here and operate them from this Multimedia Commander. And then you can use, for example, Spotify, WhatsApp, Google Maps, etc. This does have an inbuilt sat nav system, which I'll show you in a sec anyhow. You have FM, AM, DAB. Okay, DAB I think is something that's here to stay, and it will be around, I think a lot of FM channels will turn off and go over to DAB, and then you'll get a huge selection, many genres, stuff from all around the world. I'm sure there's something on there for everyone. Hence the reason I don't have any CDs. I've always got something to listen to. So look, that's just updating the station list. I'll show you that in a minute. But you can also, you know, stream music from your phone and from the USBs. Read it from the USBs. Aha and Stitcher are internet apps. I've never actually used them, so not terribly sure what they do. Communication, once you paired up your phone, you can access your call lists, missed calls, phone book. You can also, if you have an Android phone, it will also notify you when a text message comes through, an SMS message comes through, and read it to you, which my friends found incredibly amusing. They were sending me lots of rude text messages. In the navigation page, here we go, it's dead easy to use. Find address, put your postcode in, and off you go. Okay, very, very easy, covers you in Europe. You don't have to search postcode. You can whittle it down by country, town, street name. Okay, and you can find places nearby. So I'm always looking for fuel stations, and I'm always hungry, so there's restaurants there as well. But look, you can search fuel stations around here, Esso, Merco. It'll tell you the direction and the distance. Now, if you set up a Wi-Fi hotspot from your phone, so your car is in effect
connected to the internet, which I've done on long distances. You'll also get the fuel prices, weather reports, and live traffic reports. So it's a really excellent system. No complaints. I've driven to Eastern Europe using these maps and no complaints at all. In your settings, there are many settings. So you've got your heads-up display there. That will display your speed. Now, it's not actually flickering, that's just my phone, but you can adjust that there depending on where you sit. Okay, so that will display your speed, which you can see down here. But because it's safer to not take your eyes off the road, I think it's something that's really good. It's a really good feature, and it's something that I think is here to stay. And I think we'll find more and more cars having it, and in fact possibly become a compulsory thing for cars to have. You can change the brightness control, etc, etc. And then you've got, let's have a look here, this display you can turn off. You can turn off, display the clock. Safety. Now this car's got lots of safety devices because it also has the safety pack on top of the standard safety devices. So you've got smart city braking. If you were to be doing under 20 miles an hour, I'll give you a scenario. You're in stop-start traffic. It's a hot summer's day. You're sort of getting fed up. You've been in traffic for an hour. You look out the window, your car's rolling. The car in front stops. It will, boom, apply the brakes. Okay, now, great feature because apparently, statistically, a lot of accidents happen like that at such low speed. So insurance companies really like this feature, and it should, well, it does reflect in the insurance grouping, and it should reflect in your insurance premium. You've got blind spot monitoring. So in the wing mirrors there and there, if someone was to overtake you or undertake you, it will bleep and light up just to say, be careful. Lane departure warning. If you were to veer out of a lane without indicating, it will also warn you. Traffic sign recognition system. Driver attention alert. So if you're driving along, and this has happened to me, I've gone, oh, better stop now. I need to stretch my legs. All of a sudden it'll come up, take a break. It'll know when you need to take a break by reading your facial expressions. So very clever indeed. Moving on, let's have a look. So we've done safety. Sound. This has got the BOSE, for those of you who don't know, premium sound system designed specifically for this car. Used to only get it in the more premium brands. Mazda have had it for some years now. It's fantastic. Okay, sounds amazing. Come and bring your favourite music down and try it out. And you've got a GPS sync clock, so that's linked to about 12, I think it's 12 satellites in Earth's orbit. I think that's right. So the most accurate time there. And you've got some door lock settings. Remember I mentioned it had keyless entry? Well, it's also got a feature which I'm going to activate. Previous customer hasn't used it, and I'm going to put the beep on high. So when you walk away from this car with the keys on you, so you can't lock the keys in the car will lock itself, and it will bleep, and it will bleep at high volume just to let you know. But you can change all that there. And you've got some nice lighting features, coming home lights, leaving home lights. It's got adaptive lights. Now I can only explain this, the lights will turn as you turn corners. I can only explain this as you will see more in the dark down a country lane than you will in the light. Well, certainly for myself, that's the best way to explain it. And like you can coming home lights, so when you lock the car at night, the lights down for 30 seconds till you get to safe passage, but you can adjust those times there. So this car is incredibly well spec'd. It's got really beautiful, nice ownership. I say beautiful. We always do like to sell cars, our used cars that we've sold. We can tell you all about them, you know, and they're always in lovely condition, we find. So it's well spec, great ownership. We know the car really well, beautifully serviced, beautiful condition, 12-month warranty. Now, part exchange is extremely welcome. I know there's all these adverts out there. Put your reg number in, get a price in under 10 seconds, and you'll get a better deal and all that sort of stuff. Really, do give us a shout. We like you to have a nice, seamless, enjoyable car buying experience, and you'll get the best deal part exchanging, no matter what you have, even if it's not a Mazda. Look on our website. There's plenty of cars. I mean, I've just sold gentleman's picked up a sort of a year-old Ford Ranger. You know, we welcome all cars in part exchange. Okay, we've got great finance facilities, and we've got the facility to extend warranties for up to 3 years. So I just want to say as well, if there's any more specific photos or videos you'd like us to send you, please don't hesitate to ask. And really, it's not any bother at all, no matter how trivial. If there's something I've not covered, just ask. And do try at any time of day. Out of regular sort of working hours, you can even call us and leave a voicemail and we'll try to pick it up, okay? Or send us an email and we'll try to come back to you as quickly as possible, because we appreciate that a lot of people, certainly myself, if I was looking for cars, it'd be in the evening in front of the telly or my iPad or laptop. So, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye-bye.